I'm Dr. Gloria and these are some of my books. Today I'm delighted to be reading this book to you, The Panda on PDA. Wow, what lovely music! Let me tell you who has composed and performed this music. Two very special children, my own children, Giuseppe and Mireia Bentley-Dura. They have composed and they are going to be performing live for us to make this book extra special. Talking about children and extra special things that has happened in this book, let me show you the inner covers of the book. They are absolutely gorgeous. All of these drawings have been done by children, most of them autistic children with PDA, a few by their siblings and friends. So I'm going to take a few seconds to show them to you because I'm sure you will agree with me. They are just wonderful. Beautiful, aren't they? Now, I have to introduce you someone very important, very special to me. Panda. Panda here has been with me for many years. Panda lives in my clinic. He has met lots and lots of autistic children. And it was his idea, actually, to write this book. He thought, Gloria, why don't we write this book together to tell children all about their amazing brains and how to make the best of their lives. But Panda is a little bit lazy sometimes, and with his paws was quite tricky to write the book, so we decided to do this collaboratively. We are co-authors, and Panda also thought, let's make the book beautiful, so let's ask an illustrator, an artist, to do drawings for the book. So he asked Becky. This is Becky. She cannot be with us today, but she was the illustrator who has done all of the drawings in the book. And Panda was really satisfied with her work because, as you can see, Panda looks very much like the real panda. So she did a brilliant job. I hope you enjoyed her drawings. So, shall we get started now that you have met the team behind the book? Okay? So let's start with the first page. So here we go. Let me show you the first page. On the first page, as you can see, you have Panda with lots of other bears. And that's why I have all of these wonderful bears around me. So, bears are the autistic family of the animal kingdom. Bears have many wonderful qualities. For example, we enjoy being alone at times. We can be very independent and fiercely loyal to our families and are peaceful until we are thoroughly annoyed. As you can see, the voice you are hearing is the voice of the panda because Panda is the narrator of the book. So try to imagine you are listening to his voice, not mine. I'm reading on his behalf. Oh yes, we pandas also get lots of pleasure from our senses. I wonder if you do that too. Have you seen us pandas, bears, rubbing our backs and shoulders on the back of our heads on trees or even telephone poles? It feels so good. As there is great diversity among autistic people, there is also the case among bears. Look how many different bears we have here. We have polar bears, brown bears, black bears, this bear with a red jacket. We have many things in common, but we also can be very different. And as I, Panda, will show you in this book, we, pandas, are a particularly amazing bunch of bears. Each bear is special, but we, pandas, have a particular style of autism called PDA that makes us extra special bears. PDA is the name of the panda's unique place on the autism spectrum. So all of these bears are all on the autism spectrum, but pandas have this really cool style called PDA. Yeah. It makes us so proud when the wonderful children, like you, who share our style of autism, call themselves after us, the pandas. You belong to such a terrific tribe, and as you are so important to us, we would like you to take the place of honor. And Becky drew this lovely bamboo frame here, so you can draw yourself or even stick your own photo. Yeah, that would be amazing. Now, let's start with a big fact. Although pandas have lots and lots of things in common, we are all very different. No two pandas are the same. Shall we have a look at what makes us such a cool autistic tribe? I wonder which bits apply to you and which ones don't. Before we concentrate on us pandas, let's have a look at some of the things we have in common with other bears. We are all family, bear family, and we are all autistic. Bears, like all animals, have strengths, things we are awesome at, and difficulties, things we struggle with. Dr. Gloria, me, created these cards. Let me show you. They have a little pic. Show you these cards. So this box is full of cards. And I have a little sample here. So the strengths are in yellow and the difficulties in blue. And they are beautifully done as well. So you can pick up the strengths and difficulties that apply just to you. So we can define your own special place on the autism spectrum. So here, Becky has drawn the cards, some of the cards that they apply to panda. Now, did you know that pandas were believed to have special powers in ancient China? Pandas are indeed a unique gang of bears. If you like it, how about sharing with us the things you are good at? Maybe you or someone you trust could write them on these cards, which we have left empty for you. So if you see, there are 3 cards here that they are blank, so you can write some of the things you are awesome at. Some of us may need our loved ones to remind us of our talents. I'm sure those around you who love you will be delighted to help you. As you have just seen, you and I and our fellow pandas have lots of talents and things we are really good at. Yeah, the yellow cards. I want now to share with you the things we pandas struggle with a lot, as these are the things that make us worried and often get us into trouble. Many pandas have shown this book to the grown-ups, caring for them, so they, the grown-ups, can understand us better and give us the help we need, pandas need. Let's start with our top challenge. Like every panda, you find it very, very hard to do what others tell you to do, right? In fact, pandas hate it so much that they run away pretty fast, and pandas have become brilliant at climbing trees to escape people's demands. And here you have our little friend Panda looking very overwhelmed and anxious on the very top of the bamboo trees. Shall I share you some of the demands Panda here really struggles with? Switch off your computer. Bedtime. Do your homework. Put your shoes on. You need to get ready for school. Brush your teeth. So these are some of the demands Panda struggles with. I wonder which ones do you struggle with? When Panda feels safe, he feels peaceful and charm and fun. And here Becky has drawn Panda looking really chill out, having fun, yeah. But when I'm anxious and people keep pushing me to do things I cannot do, and I cannot find a tree nearby to climb, like in the previous page, I can become very, very angry. And Panda can look very fierce, as we pandas have powerful jaws and teeth. Another feeling I often have, isn't it, Panda, is anxiety. When I am anxious, I feel worried and afraid. Some of us even feel it in our hearts, our minds and bodies, and we feel very much like this panda here. Grrr! Yeah, we want to explode with anger. Being asked to do things sometimes makes me feel so terribly anxious that I feel as if my life is just an endless list of demands. Now, Dr. Gloria talking, I cannot tell you how many children have told that to me. Dr. Gloria, my life is just an endless list full of things people want me to do. I hate feeling this way. When I feel this way, I just want to be by myself, become very quiet, not talk to anyone, go into a little ball and hide in a cave that will shut out all these demands. I sometimes escape from it all by going into my own fantasy or imaginary world where I finally can feel safe. And here you have Panda in his little cave, all into a little ball, trying to push away all of the demands and literally disappear. When someone asks me to do something that I know I'm perfectly able to do, I sometimes feel as if I have two little me's inside my head. Again, so many children have told that to me. So they are like two little mini-me's. Obviously the two mini-me's will look like me, but for Panda they will look like this, alright? So these two little mini-me's inside my head are arguing with each other. One is telling me, I can do it, go ahead. But the other one is shouting at me, telling me the opposite, telling me that I absolutely cannot. And as you can see, we have here, Panda's head with the two little mini-me's fighting with each other. I have noticed, I wonder if you have noticed that yourself, that when I am stressed, the mini-me trying to convince me that I can't do it sometimes becomes very, very loud, really shouting into my ear. But when I'm feeling calm, it becomes less loud. So I can start listening to the mini-me saying, yes, you can do it. You see? So here you have the two mini-me's. Let's see what happens next. So we pandas need to feel in control to feel good. Rather than being told what to do, we love to be allowed to do our own thing, right? And like some bears, we pandas don't hibernate, as we want to have as much time as possible to do the things we love. Yeah, to do our own things. Pandas also often feel that they are not given enough time to give an answer, and that's so annoying. Many times I have felt rushed, don't you, Panda? You feel rushed to move on to something else before you can come up with an answer. You find that very annoying when people move on to another thing before you are ready to do so. I wonder again if that happens to you. We are so great at doing our own thing that we have even developed a special pose, pandas have a special pose, to hold their favorite food, bamboo shoots. Pandas love it so much to eat bamboos that they could spend 14 hours a day eating bamboo if they could. I wonder if you could spend 14 hours a day doing your favorite thing. Yeah, wouldn't that be great? Panda also likes spending time with his pet, playing with his trains and Lego. I wonder if you like painting or dancing or gaming. Doing the things I love not only makes me happy, but it also makes me cope better with the things I really don't like doing. I wonder which things you love doing. Here Becky has written this bamboo, she has drawn these bamboos here, so you can write down the things you love doing, so then the grown-ups around you can make sure you have enough time to do them. And here you have Panda having fun, doing his own thing, playing with his toys. Being told what to do makes me feel so incredibly anxious and out of control that I have noticed that without thinking, I do lots of things to protect myself from demands, like saying no immediately or ignoring them, like you have not heard them, like if you were deaf. I will share with you some of the things I have noticed I say to escape demands. And these are the things Panda says, especially he doesn't like having baths. So here Becky has drawn Panda having a bath rather reluctantly because he just wants to get out of it. So I wonder if you use some of the excuses Panda says to get out of having a bath. I can't have a bath now. I need to finish my book first. I don't have the right soap. I have become very good, yes you have, at convincing those asking me to do something why I cannot do it. I often spend lots of time and energy giving excellent reasons for not doing what the grown-ups want me to do. And here I have some other excuses that Panda gives when he wants to get out of having a bath, such as, I'm going to catch a cold. The towel feels really rough. I'm too tired. I will have a bath another day. So we delay and push away the demand. At times, it is extremely hard for me to do what my parents and teachers ask me to do, even things I know I can do. This is so annoying. What is even more infuriating is not being able to get myself to do the things I really want to do. And this makes me feel so sad, me, Dr. Gloria, when I hear children saying, it's not just doing the homework, it's also playing my guitar or doing the things I really love doing, that you just can't do them. And here you have Panda looking really sad because he just cannot do the things others want him to do, but also the things he really loves doing. We pandas like being by ourselves. We are good being on our own, doing our own thing, but we also like to be with others when we feel like it. We are very good at leading games. Panda is a very good leader, and it is great fun when others play our games in the way we want. Yeah. Some of us have a special friend that we like best. Panda has one. It's Monkey. Monkey is Panda's best friend. But I don't like when Monkey, my special friend, plays with someone else at break time, as I want my friend all for myself, playing my games in my way. And I do worry that my friend may stop caring about me if he plays with other children. And here, Becky has drawn Panda having fun with Monkey. Yeah? Some pandas have very active imaginations. Some of us become part of the fantasy world of our favorite book, toy or film. We may have friends that others cannot see, but we do. We may like to act as if we were someone else, like a superhero maybe. Sometimes our imaginary life is more exciting and also safer than our real life, and we spend lots of time there in our imaginations. I have sometimes been carried away by my imagination so much that it all got a bit confusing. And here you have Panda having fun in his imagination, thinking that he's riding dinosaurs and having battles with giraffe. Some of us pandas also use our very vivid imagination to get out of demands, using roleplay or fantasy. For example, a panda friend of mine, who loves being a dog, told their mom that they couldn't brush their teeth, as dogs don't do such things. I once told my dad, Panda told his dad, that he couldn't go to school as his favorite soft toy, Elephant, was so poorly and ill that he had to stay to look after it. You see? So Panda told his daddy, no way I can go to school today. I need to stay to make sure Elephant is okay. When we are overwhelmed by demands, we feel so bad that we will do anything to get out of the situation. I've heard so many children telling that to me, Gloria, I'll do anything because it's just unbearable. I have told my parents that I couldn't get out of the house as my legs didn't work, for example. I have also shouted and said horrible things to them. I have even lost control of my actions, as if a huge volcano inside of me exploded. Yeah, that was like volcano music exploding, and Panda has lashed out. One time, Panda, I mean, you are not very proud about that, did you, Panda? You broke one of your brother's favorite toys because you were so out of control of your actions. You were so anxious. We pandas have also noticed that having too many things going on around us makes us doing the things we have to do even more difficult. If there are too many things happening around me or too many people, I feel more anxious and I find it much harder to behave myself. I feel like this in supermarkets. Panda hates supermarkets. isn't it? I always have to do the shopping for you. And once I had a huge meltdown there. And here you have Panda having a huge meltdown in the supermarket. That got a bit messy with the eggs exploding and everything, didn't it? So grown-ups around us, yeah, Panda, should take note of the places that make us feel this way, so we can avoid them or we get the help we need to be okay there. So I'm getting your bamboo for you, don't I? In my opinion, I don't see why I should do what grown-ups tell me to do. It doesn't make sense that I get into trouble when I don't do what adults ask me to do. We pandas like to be in charge, and we love it when our parents, siblings and friends are our helpers, like our assistants, isn't it? And do the tasks we set for them. This makes us feel in control. And here you have Panda playing with Monkey. Let me read you some of the things you may tell Monkey. You are my assistant. You have to follow the rules of my game. And your favorite one, I am the boss of me. Yeah, you are the boss of me. Here we go. Now, on a good day, when we are feeling calm, safe and in control, we pandas can do the things that we struggle with on a bad day. Isn't that interesting? Have you noticed that? When Panda is having one of those really bad days and feels really stressed and anxious, he cannot even do the small things that he's fine with doing on the good days. For example, here you have Panda really struggling to even put his pajamas on because he had a really bad day at school. It is so important to learn which things make us pandas have bad days. Good days are so much more fun, aren't they? Let me share with you some of the things Panda has noticed can turn a good day into a bad one. So those caring for you can help you have lots of good days. I wonder which one of these apply to you. So these are the things, and Panda has written them down here on this book. These are the things that can turn a really good day for Panda into a bad one. Shall we get started with the list? Okay. Feeling anxious, feeling out of control, not being given choices, feeling tired, being put on the spot. We don't like that, do we? Struggling to cope with too much noise, annoying lights, bad smells, and itchy, uncomfortable clothes. I wonder if some of them apply to you too. Now, let's talk about the school. Struggling to go to school is very common for us pandas, because school is full of demands, right? It is full of things we have to do, and everyone expects us to behave in a certain way at school. We are not allowed to do our own thing, we have the timetable to follow. No wonder we find it tricky to get ready on time, and we get into trouble when things get too much for us. Sunday evenings are hard as I worry about the week ahead, and I lie awake in my bed thinking of all the demands I will be facing the following day and for the whole week to come, isn't it? Some of us find going to school so super hard that we just stop going. And here you have Panda facing the school gates, thinking of all of the demands awaiting him behind the gate. That's why it's so important the grown-ups put the strategies that we need so it doesn't feel so hard. Some pandas want to fit in so much at the school that they force themselves to do all the things they are asked to do. They are like the perfect student. They are like actors playing a character at the school, in other places sometimes, or with other people. It is really, I mean, you were telling me, Panda, it's like putting a mask on your face, not being who you truly are. When Panda does this, his anxiety is very high, and he feels totally exhausted when you get home after the whole day acting, not being you. Now, pandas use their white fur, can you see the white fur, to camouflage, to fit in around the snow. And they use the black fur to camouflage, to fit in with the rocks. But wouldn't it be so much better to be who you really are and be proud of the whole of your fur? Grown-ups around us have the important mission to make places safe for us to be ourselves, so we don't need to mask. And here you have Panda feeling really anxious and exhausted, trying to fit in, to blend in with this rocky landscape that Becky has painted. Oh, and talking about masking and camouflaging, I want to introduce you, let's do a little parenthesis. So I will introduce our other friend. So this is Camille. Camille is a chameleon, and Camille inspired me to write another book for you, which is on masking. So it's called Camille the Chameleon on Masking, How to Stop Masking and Discover Your Awesome Autistic Self. Because you see, this is Camille looking wonderful with a rainbow color skin, but when he goes to school, he pretends to be a different chameleon trying to blend in and to fit in so he doesn't get in trouble. So that book is coming up next year. Maybe you find it useful too. So, children with PDA, just like pandas, and this is me talking, this is Dr. Gloria talking, will thrive and lead happy, fun lives in the right environment when those around you help you in a way that fits your own unique style of autism. Panda experts know that when we are well looked after, we can thrive. Dr. Gloria, I'm completely certain of this. Pandas need very personalized attention. Not all birds have the same needs and find the same things useful. In fact, things that they are great for us pandas may not be great for other birds, like for the polar bear or the brown bear or this bear with this really elegant red jacket. We need to personalize what you need. Yeah? Now, after looking at all the things we struggle with, let's look at the ways the grown-up around you, your parents, your teachers, your key people, could really do to help you with your challenges. So Panda has put together in this blackboard some of the strategies that work for him. He calls them my strategies. I wonder which of them work for you. I have also added some that children have told me that they work for them. Because remember, sometimes grown-ups really try to help you, but they don't get it right. But they can learn from you, the best teacher there is. You are the expert on you, remember? What is helpful and what is not. How about using this book to teach them how to help you? And here you have Panda looking like a professor with his bamboo stick, teaching all of the grown-ups how he can be helped in the best possible way. Shall we read your strategies? Panda? Yes? Okay, let's do this together. So, give me choices and be flexible. Don't make demands when I am anxious. Don't rush me. Talk in a clear way that I understand. This is very important, this next one. Create safe spaces for me to go to when things get too much. We also call them sanctuary places, don't we? Make learning exciting. Use my imagination. Yeah, all those dinosaurs that you were fighting with. Let me have a say in plans so I can feel in control and be less anxious. Oh my goodness, this book is coming to an end. But before I go back to my clinic, you get back to eating your bamboo, yeah, or climbing bamboos or whatever you want to do, I would like to share a very cool fact about pandas. Panda cubs, when they are very little, they go through many struggles, needing lots of care and protection from other animals, so they don't end up in their bellies. When pandas are grown up and they have learned how to look after themselves, they become mighty, magnificent pandas without any natural predators. That means that there are no animals who dare to eat them. So remember, little pandas can struggle, but if you really learn to be a super cool panda, then you will be absolutely fine when you are all grown up, a magnificent creature. So it is so important that those caring for you understand your struggles and give you the right help, especially when you are little. So you learn how to cope with your difficulties and develop your wonderful talents. But now it is time for me, Dr. Gloria, and for Panda to say goodbye. It has been a great pleasure and honor to meet you. We firmly believe that learning about yourself and getting your strategies right will make you, wonderful panda, into a super panda!